as a lot of people continue to say, is a sleeping giant. But without assistance or what I usually say political will, um, what we see as a sleeping giant will never eventuate.
A voice for nation building, legacy makers, people's aspirations and people's responsibilities to create a better future, done in honor of the heroes.
And so we're here with Dominic Tulo from the PNG Tour Guide. He's one of the individuals here in East African Province and also in the country that's promoting tourism to the outside world. So thank you, Dominic, for joining us this morning and to give your insights into what you've been already doing. And I know there's more to do with tourism here in East Africa, but let me just give yourself the time to let everyone know about PNG Tour Guide, what it actually is doing here in the province in terms of tourism.
Thank you, Lucas, Titi. Thanks for having me. I'm privileged to be on this interview or podcast like this. PNG Tour Guide is a company that I started in the midst of COVID-19. After I left Global Discovery Tours because of COVID-19. So we've come a long way from where we started. We currently offer tours, land tours in Davao. When we started, we were just doing the island tours and the volcano hike. But now we have diversified our tour products. We're now doing fishing and swimming with dolphins and going to the village to experience village lifestyle. We've now engaged many more tour guides, casual tour guides, than we had when we started. So I'm pretty pleased with how far we've come. That's basically it.
The tourism industry, as well as people here in the province, should be really, really grateful to individuals like you going your own way, using your small resources and logistics as well to really promote the different tourism potential sites. Would you agree on having to really find your own way around these things?
Yeah, like I mentioned when I started, we have some challenges that we need assistance with. Tourism, as a lot of people continue to say, is a sleeping giant. But without assistance or what I usually say political will, what we see as a sleeping giant will never eventuate easily. We really need some commitment and some priorities from the government, not just in terms of funding, but in all sorts of support. But like for us, we are not we cannot wait for the government to help us or to assist us. So what we've been doing, whatever we can, with the experience, with the knowledge that I have, with the connections that we have in the communities, to get out to the communities. Like you will see that a lot of tours that are done in East Britain are done, especially within the Rabaul and poor area.
Yeah.
Gazelle district is usually, it's just literally next door. The only time you go to the Gazelle district is when you're driving on the top road. And you're just literally driving on the top road. And all they do is they see tourists driving on the buses and trucks, and that's all they have as engagement with tourists, just waving at them and smiling at them. But the Gazelle district is got a lot to offer. So my aim to diversify our product offering, we started doing the village experience.
Yeah.
We started doing the village experience, and we started engaging people from Tagi Tagi 1 and Tagi Tagi 2. These are like part of the Gazelle district. And our
And so
research.
then just to cut you, you know, that will also require a lot of negotiations and, you know, making contact at the village
Yeah.
level in what they are able to offer.
Definitely. That's and I can honestly say that like people in the village, they're eager to welcome tourists to their doorstep, and so when we started engaging the people at Tagi Tagi, it was a whole different atmosphere from the traditional, you know, tourist people saying hello here along the coast and just going to the volcano and just going to the Papua War Cemetery and the islands. It was a whole different atmosphere. Like the people took ownership of it, and given the fact that it was like very new,
Yeah.
the experience from the tourist also was, from a tourist perspective, that I saw was one that really stood out. Like you could tell that they loved it more than the normal, you know,
Yeah, just the
touristy-
sightseeing.
Yes, sightseeing. They mingle with the people in the village. That's what we've done with the village experience. We
I
have,
think it's actually them getting a better knowledge
yes,
and also idea about the real culture
exactly.
and the lifestyle of
Exactly.
people.
What I've done is, because I've had the privilege of, you know, having traveled to other places in PNG as a tour guide, and having had experiences with tourists and even with the locals as they perform for the tourists. I have done the village experience here in about a totally different one than a lot of the village experiences that are done in our town that I've heard about. I haven't seen that, but I've heard about from the tourists. Ours is more like a literal experience. You don't go and watch touristy shows. You go and be part of the village. If they're cutting copra, you go and cut copra. If they're harvesting cacao, you go and harvest cacao with them. If they're fermenting cacao, you go and ferment cacao with them. And then, of course, they usually make their own lunch like in the ideal. And you take them for, you know, nature walks, or some even chew betel nut, and like it's literally experience. And we recently with the most recent village experience, we offer 2 vehicles. Whoever doesn't feel safe sitting at the back of a truck, they sit in the van. And then we offer the open back truck, and trust me, everybody decided to sit at the back of that truck. They wanted to experience that, because in their country they're not allowed to sit at the back of pickup trucks, as they call it. So that's my aim for the village experience tour, and we've done it absolutely out of nothing. We haven't had any money like invested into it prior to it. We've just literally gone and given the idea to the people in the village, and they've prepared everything out of their enthusiasm, out of their you know, eagerness to help some tourists come to their place too. They have gone out of their own way to prepare things, and they have not asked for any events, you know. So but our job is just to pay them immediately after
Yes.
they provide the service to our tourists.
And I think it's
worked really well.
I think the package that you've offered, it's more first-hand experience for the tourists.
Yes.
Also, it's an experience of a lifetime for these people in the villages because they haven't been really exposed. We are more timid people and shy
Yes.
people, and we just feel so inferior when we have expatriates
Definitely.
around us. So the package, I must commend you and your team. It's really an excellent effort.
Yeah.
Exposing our people.
And the one thing that we like to call, we like to say about the village tour is we like to make it kind of like a cultural exchange.
Yes.
Where the tourists tell stories about where they come from, and they play like a game of footy or soccer. They just do everything together. Like the kids can go with their slingshots. They can take the slingshots to the bush. They can even teach the kids how to climb, betel nut and
Maybe learn a bit of the basic, talkless languages.
Yeah.
But I hope it's not those
They
those
do
bad
that.
words.
No, they do that. They do that actually. Like for us, that's one of the products that we created in our strive to diversify product offering because, especially for the cruise ship market, we realized that all the tour operators initially began including the main tour operator for the cruise ships, we all offer the same product.
Yes.
And I mean, we are still offering the same product because it's where where the money is. Like a lot of people are booking that product. But then we will realize that we are the only tour company right now that we have at least 10 products offering to the cruise ship travelers at the moment. Everybody is just having the Volcano High, Island Trip, the Val Highlights, and the Voyage Trip. That's all the 4 tours that a lot of people have. We've gone out of our way and done in a swimming with the dolphins. We are happy. Like right now, as we speak, we are actually looking for people to work with.
Yeah.
Especially product owners. Like if you know that you have a unique product in the village, let us know. Let us come to your location and identify it, document it, and see how best we can get people in there and market it. There is a sad reality though about some of the products that have been created in the villages by I'd say like local level government departments. So they go out to the village and they give them funding for to build a guest house or to develop a product and things like that. That's important. That's important. But the most important thing is bringing the tourists and making the product kind of viable. So I see that there is a big disconnect between the product owners and the people that are going to be selling the products. Like that's our job. That's why we are tour operators. Our job is to sell. We make at least a 10% from all the product. All the money that we make, we actually give to the product owners. We give to the site keepers. We pay for the buses. We do not own a vehicle. We do not own a boat. So all the money that we make, we pay them. Whatever we have, this is probably 10%, 5%, depending on the customer that we're dealing with. Customers that are not budget conscious, we try to increase the cost to make up for what we lose. Trying to increase the customers that are price conscious.
I think from the discussion so far, what I'm picking up from here is, locals or people in the village, they do have products. It's just not knowing how to market. Yeah. And being innovative as well. Innovation is also one thing. Like, I'll give you an example. Right now, there are people in the Rabaul town area, the ward, the urban wards, that are sitting there
and complaining that a lot of the tour operators that are benefiting from cruise ships are from Papua. And they are just like, they're spectators where the gateway is,
Yes.
And one time when they brought this up, I was with the TPA team, we went around. When they brought this up, I said to them, look, you cannot sit down and complain if you're not offering anything. You need to create something to offer it. And if people are not getting it, then you can at least have a reason to complain that, oh, we have this product here, why aren't you selling this product or buying this product or things like that. You cannot just expect people to come to your house and look for you and give you money. You have to create something like, you have a lot of ward members that have been given boats,
Yes.
Why don't you get those boats down to the beach fund, register them with the yacht club, and we'll get people to the yacht club, and then you can, ferry them up to the beehives and back. These are products. There's a lot of things that people can do. People just need to be innovative. Like in some of the streets in other countries, people just, in the highlands, people just make, flowers, they give it to them for 20 toya, 10 toya. That's money right there.
Yeah.
You cannot expect people to go and give.
Like the basics,
Yeah.
simple things.
Create products and connect with the right people. The right people is us to operators. We have already you cannot create your product in the village and just expect miracle to happen and people will go there. So I've been talking to the ward members in the round, and I've been saying to them, look, I don't know, some of us, we are in the WhatsApp group in the Paula. Every single day you see like a robbery in the Paula. Every single day you see like a law and order issue in the Paula. I don't know, that's probably one of the concerns for the cruise ships as well. Law and order is one of the main concerns of the cruise ships as well, hence the decline in the cruise ships for the coming years. But instead of pointing fingers all the time at these youths and trying to, get negative vibes to shoot them down, and why don't you create something approach it in a totally different manner, Instead of trying to hunt them down, why don't you get them and say, look, we're going to create this product for you guys. When the ship comes, you guys do the bicycle tour. Like you guys escort the bicycles, or there's a walking tour in the bar. No one is doing that. People can. But they are afraid to do the walking tour because they're afraid of these inmates. Why don't you get those guys to be the security of the walking tour and pay them good money?
You just need to get them to participate.
Get them to participate.
They feel they have
Appreciated.
responsible.
And they feel appreciated.